They don't understand our love. They say we're not good enough. No matter what they say, oh, we are. We're having the time of our lives.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to today's episode of Walk the Talk. African women as a whole are strong, independent, and dynamic. So why can't we help each other, lift each other up? At work or in social situations, it's often constant competition between women. It almost seems as if we're never happy for each other. Other women eye you, look you up and down. I'm sure most of us have experienced this. Today, we're tackling this head-on. Why do women hate each other? Sit back as we talk you through these ideas and hopefully get you to walk the talk on this exciting new journey. We'll be right back.
The time of our lives.
As usual, today with me is my lovely co-host, Elen Ibu, and our amazing guest co-host, Chioma Omerewa, aka Chigo. In the building. And also joining us via the telephone is the only male in this group. We like to call him The Voice. Hello, Voice.
Wow, women hating women. I mean, I know there's competitiveness, but again, I think it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's quite sad when this situation happens. We've all heard of cases where women will trample all over one another just to get ahead, even though this is a country where women need to band together and raise themselves up as a whole. It's always just like infighting. I think all women have a dream or a goal that they would like to achieve, as regards their lives and their career and especially relationships. From what I learned, women get quite catty with each other when men come into the picture. The envy and insecurity that women have of each other, with each other, I believe comes from the sense of disadvantage some women feel when they see what other women have. I mean, you see some women, married, husband, everything, children, so correct, But the truth is, if you dig a little deeper, not everybody's story is the same, What looks perfect on the outside could be an absolute disaster on the inside, The truth is rarely what you see, And I think people just kind of need to just need to take a step back and relax about these things and just kind of try and plot your own path in life. Because unfortunately, this really plays well into the hands of us guys, when it comes time to pick between two or more women, Like I said, there's plenty of fish in the sea, so guys just kind of look like whichever one, If girl A doesn't work, then there's girl B, C, D. And, we all know guys who are trying to have their cake and eat it too. So really, women just kind of make things worse for themselves, when they fight so much between each other, because it just makes us guys feel like we just have the world at our feet and, we're way more desirable than we really are,
So tell me, ladies, are women just naturally, destined to envy each other? And why? Why do we treat each other so badly?
I think, first of all, it has to do with the individual's upbringing and your way of life. Like, it's not everybody doing it. Mm-hmm. I feel like sometimes your insecurities get the better of you. Yeah. So you just assume that someone comes to the room who's your fellow woman and there's competition already. From what she's wearing to who she's married to where the children are going to school, if she has children or she does not have children. All those things. And I think it's a complex. And I think only someone who has major issues behaves that way. And you can always tell. Those are the ones that you cannot even greet the husband. Without they say, hey,
watch yourself.
Face your work.
That is so true.
So
Just
true.
being in tune with yourself, being sure of yourself, and knowing that, what works for you doesn't necessarily work for the same person.
And that's okay.
And also,
And it's fine like that.
just being a bit humane about these things. People have feelings.
Yes.
people aren't necessarily out to get you or do you wrong, you know? I mean, of course, there are bad people all over the
But
place.
you can't live your life thinking everyone
Constantly
is
and
bad.
so on. Yes.
Or everyone is competition. It's not that way. Your life will be short.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Too much stress.
Hypertension.
My sister.
Constantly watching.
Hello. You find yourself
fear.
in the hospital every 2 days to check your BP. What's wrong with you? I
telling
don't know. I'm
you.
just thinking. Thinking what? My mind is just thinking.
I can't sleep at night.
I'm
I'm just
thinking.
But the strangest thing about it, though, is, it's actually women who reinforce all of these things. Like, men set the standard of treating women badly, and then other women just, fall in line.
Buttress, as I
Yeah,
like to call it.
exactly. Butcher.
It can even go into what they call customs and traditions, the ways. This is how it's been. So you're not supposed to change anything. If there
Just
wasn't,
because we've been okay with it for so long.
Yeah.
It can't be changed. No, that's a lie.
why? Again. And then
Things are meant to evolve.
Ask myself again, these women or these men were raised by women. These women are these men's mothers.
So how
How did that happen? Because I know what I preach always, and I'm always fond of saying it to people, is I would never want a situation where I would raise a boy into a man, and then somewhere, somehow, one girl and her mother, all they were spending their time doing is insulting me because of my son. Basically saying, what a horrific job I did. Because, it always comes back to that, because you always blame the mother for everything, don't you? It rained, it's the mother's fault. He did that, it's the mother. He didn't sneeze right, it's her fault. You never ever talk about maybe the dad, who also has
What
issues,
part,
but we'll
exactly.
deal with that another day. It's always the mother.
When especially if your child is bad, it's the mother's
is
child.
another, yeah.
Your child.
See your picking. See your picking.
It's just like some of these, I don't know, are they traditions? Are they just
Like
things that just came up? Like the female circumcision. I mean, and it's done by women.
yes.
Onto little girls.
Yeah.
And then when they grow up, they decide in turn that after all the pain we've been through,
Yes.
oh, surely it has
Other
to be
people,
passed on.
yeah.
It's like do you not want your children to have an easier life than you did? Isn't that the focus?
No,
you want
we're
your children to
selfish.
do better than you did.
No,
You want
we're
your children
selfish.
to dodge the bullets that you that were shot at you. That's what, and that is in my mind. I'm thinking that's what mothers do.
Are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Protect your
But
child.
people are
from the
selfish.
dangers that you yourself experience.
No, people are selfish, because we operate from a standpoint whereby, if I am suffering and I am angry, I need to transfer all of that onto you. You don't deserve. Why should you deserve to be happier
Why should you be
than
different?
me? Yes, So it's a very selfish, mindset, and it's just anger that just keeps, continuing. Yeah.
Because that's another question. I mean, is it only in these parts that you have it? Is it like a black continent thing also?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere, everywhere. Because anywhere in America, same thing. They be hating. I witnessed it and experienced it and living with them, and you're like, it's always girls and females. Girls can't live together. They always say like, oh, you can't have roommates who are girls because there's always going to be drama. There's always going to be something because women just can't. We just can't. I'm like, why can't you?
Exactly.
If
Why?
3 boys can live in a house, why can't 3 women live in a house? You have your separate rooms. What's the problem? Because there's always something. There's always an issue. Issues, females, and the issues.
No, there really always is for some reason, and I think more so with black women. Like, funny enough, my friends that are of other, let's call them ethnicities, I find that there's a lot less drama with them than there is with my, my African sisters. Yeah, there's just a lot less drama. They're a lot more chilled, even in their approach to just simple things like getting dressed to go out.
Well, people have even said that
They just don't. They don't see it.
slavery issues cause us to be like this.
Yeah, but
we have to be very gra from them because you didn't, you were put through all kinds of demeaning situations, and so the women, back in the day
In America.
Here was our excuse.
Yeah, this they tell you
They'll
that,
tell you
because
colonization,
we were
maybe, I
nearly
don't
put on
know.
the boat too.
The trauma, yes.
I was just taken on the boat too. I was just there.
And it stayed with
And they took Mama Emeka away.
Mama Emeka.
You might
Hand over your angst.
To the future generations.
You don't marry like that. If they come near you, you have to give attitude.
Run.
And then tell your child, give attitude. Somebody give attitude.
And this is it.
So then, what could be a solution. Because, I
solution.
mean, this is something that a lot of people talk about, a lot of people complain about. The fact that women just don't have that, that code where they say,
Yeah.
I mean, you say, I don't know, should I say it?
Bros before. Yeah.
Why can't we have, I don't know, sisters before misters, for example,
or something like that.
Why don't we have that fabric
Bond.
of,
Sticking together, having each other's back.
We love each other.
We don't.
For me, it comes down, because as a parent, how you are raised.
Yes.
The time that the older people who are meant to have more experience, who have been through a lot also, what they put into you.
Yeah.
And this is what I think now is not so much at play, which is quality time. You can't, it's not by accident or by chance that your child will turn out to be a certain adult. You have to put it in them from a very, very early age.
Exactly.
Nothing is ever by accident. You can't reap what you didn't sow. If women actively recognize, and they recognize it because we're always talking about the same issues, and you say to yourself, I have a daughter, I have a son, I don't want this, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And you start telling them. You're not going to sit your 9-year-old down and start saying, well, the women or this. No. But you start putting in things in place.
Yeah.
So that by
Planting
the
the
time
seed.
he hits his teens, by the time he's in his late teens, his 20s, he just has a
mindset,
a
generally.
different, it's not just there for you to take.
Let's visit our sponsors and we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.
We're having the time of our lives.
As we go deeper into our subject, we have here on the show an amazing guest to share her personal experience on this important issue. Please welcome female footballer Agnes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Great to have you. So I want to talk to you about, this issue of working together with other women. So you play football, so you're in a team. Is it different? Is it difficult, cooperating with all these different personalities? Is there competition? How does it work?
I mean, there are 11 of you. Right?
Exactly.
That must be like
Yeah, different people all trying to, achieve one goal, literally. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of stressful at the same time, very interesting because you get to find yourself doing what you like. So it's kind of interesting at the same time stressful. Most especially when you guys are on the pitch and someone makes a wrong move, like pass the ball and you don't get to see that person in time. Yeah, so yes.
But a woman, would a woman be meaner than, let's say, a man for missing that goal?
Yeah, actually.
Would a female footballer be like, why did you...
Did you not see it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, actually, sometimes or most times I get upset on when
Okay.
Alpha, pass the ball, and she misses it, and I'm like, okay, Alpha, now why you do like this? You don't see me since, sure you get it. So stuff like that. Yes. Okay, actually, it's actually a pitch, so you have to shout.
Okay.
So yes.
Goes higher. So after all of this, I mean, in a society like ours where we have categories, boys do this, girls do that, how did you get into football? That must have been a tough one to sell to your parents, huh?
Yeah, actually. But actually, I grew up without a mother. And my daddy he was in the military, so I grew up with men. I have 4 elder brothers. And my sisters, they got married early. Yeah, so actually, I'm the only one that's not married now. So my elder sister, she's actually the first, so she went into football quite early. She actually used to play for the Falcons then, like the first one, like Messi and Magumi and all that. So I was actually a huge fan of her being very comfortable with herself. Yeah, so I fell in love with that and I decided I was going to play ball. But my daddy was not really cool with it. Yeah, so that's how I fell in love with football and it was fun actually.
Now is daddy okay with it?
Fun. He doesn't have a choice.
I like this girl. I like you.
It's okay. If you're okay with it, it's not awesome.
So basically, you are comfortable enough with yourself to live your dream and to say to other people, this is me, this is what makes me happy, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it and give it the best that I can do.
That's the most important.
I don't know, challenges and so on that you find
face,
here? I mean, is it when you're with your, let's
Your
say,
teammates?
the other teammates, the women, when you compare
Do they
to
support
the
you?
male footballers, how does this whole football community work? What are the dynamics?
I mean, is it easier? Like, you know, when men, they're in a team together, they support each other. Or at least it looks like they do. Do you guys in your team, do you support each other as women? Yes, do you cooperate? Is yeah.
You know.
Yes, actually we do that, but once in a while, when everybody's is in a good mood. Especially when we're not winning, it doesn't really
That
come.
can put a damper on it.
And also when the coach starts to yell at someone, like, girl, you have to do this. And especially when you need to work with someone you're having a beef with, you don't really like. So you don't have a choice but to just get along. And at the end of the day, the coach would be like, yeah, nice one, girl, nice one. Everybody clap for this girl, everybody clap for that.
The coaches, are there female coaches here? Do we have like an association of female coaches, female, I don't know,
Female
what
players.
happens in the female footballing world?
Well, we have very few female coaches actually, but most of them are male. Yeah, so that's it. Most of them are male.
Okay.
Very few female coaches. You know, like in the football, the male ones, you get to see a male coach because he used to play football
Yes.
for a particular team. So it's very rare you get to see a lady, a woman that would coach in Nigeria, because very few women go into football.
Okay.
So do you have any personal experiences you can share with us?
Yes.
You know, from your team? Yes.
First day on the team. When you walked into that place and you saw all those women looking at you, what did you think? How was it for you? Did you get eyes? I'm sure they eyed you well. But then a couple of hissing.
Who is she? Where's she coming from?
Yes. Fine girl like this. She they come play. Yes.
Yes, actually, there were a lot of beefs.
More than one. What about babes?
Yes, because actually, at first I was the shortest amongst everyone.
Really?
That can be a problem.
Yeah, I was so a lot of mamas.
Oh.
Really?
And during training, actually, they pushed me a lot. And due to the fact that I'm this very stubborn kind of person and aggressive, so I get to quarrel a lot. The time I had to punch one of them, I'm like, now they think say because you're big or you're tall, we'll dig out for you, all this kind of ish.
So you stood up for yourself?
Yeah, I did actually.
Not because she's small.
I had to do that because
Yes. How the mighty. That's small but mighty. Mind yourself.
I had to do that because it was just too much. The pressure was too much. And actually, when I did that, coach was actually like, yeah, good, nice one there. Next time, try harder, you get. So I was like, okay, this is how it is. I know Walla now. You guys should bring it and I'll give you what I have, you get.
Like now, what I want you to do is tell her as he do you. As he do you, as he just pinch you. Talk as you talk. Tell us from your heart of hearts how that thing did you. Because I know it was paining you there. They play. So express her as he take do you. The first time when they try you for that thing.
Oh, well, the first time, it was not really funny because I cried. The first time, they said a lot of things about me. When I went home, then when I came back, I was saying some really bad things about me that I didn't like. So I was like, why not they talk all these kind of things? No, at least not they do for you. I thought we're ladies now. We should understand ourselves better. So I kind of ate it up that day, but it kept on going for a long time until a particular girl just said something I didn't like that day, and I flared up seriously. Actually slapped her. So since then, they gave me my respect, and my coach was like, yeah,
One slap
nice
for
one
the
there.
respect.
We actually thought...
See how slap can cause respect. You see? Slap.
Connect those wires.
You know.
a girl actually came up to me and was like, girl, I think say be pure water. I was like, what do you mean?
You don't say you be Evian.
You cold, I think say you go. You say, cold, no wala. You try me say, you know, say, I hurt pass.
That's my baby girl.
Boss. Boss. Alpha female.
Exactly. Where
Alpha.
was she on that episode?
You know.
lady.
Yes. Show that
Very true.
Well, you have just heard from our guest on today's show. This is a topic that could have us going on and on for a very long time. Thank you so much, Agnes, for coming here and sharing your experiences with us, ladies in football, your own personal testimonies to this.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a short break, and when we come back, it's Running in Heels with our very own Tabia. We'll be right back.
In the time of our lives.
I want to share an idea with you that for me solves this whole problem of women hating on women. Why do you have to be mean to another woman? To point out her difference or her weakness? To make someone feel bad about their choices? If we'd all just accept that there's enough room in the sky for every bird to fly and not knock wings, women wouldn't need to feel so insecure. Go out there and be the best, most innovative version of yourself. Have positive vibes always. Keep your heels as high as your hopes and walk the talk. Simply put, that's running in heels towards your destiny. We'll be right back.
In the time of our lives.
I hope you all had fun on this episode of Walk the Talk. For you at home, especially the ladies, please remember that you may want to be the only star in the sky, but there are others just like you who also deserve to shine. Until next time, my quote for the day is, believe with all your heart that you will do what you are meant to do. Lend a helping hand to others and watch their positive vibes help you sail through. So walk the talk and pursue happiness. Take good care.